You check your phone 40 seconds after you send a text. You replay the conversation, looking for the sentence where you said too much, or not enough. You agree to the plan he wanted. You laugh a little too fast at the joke that wasn't funny. You shrink the version of yourself that has opinions, because the version that agrees feels safer to keep around. You're not clingy. You're not too much. You just never learned what it feels like to be loved and still feel like yourself. Today I want to explain what real confidence inside a relationship actually looks like. And how to build it, without becoming cold, without playing games, without losing the person you actually are. Confidence in a relationship is not pretending you don't care. It's not playing it cool, waiting 3 hours to text back, or hiding how much you like someone to protect yourself. Real confidence is being fully in it, and still fully yourself. It's saying I missed you without calculating whether that's too much. It's having a bad day and letting your partner see it, instead of performing fine. It's disagreeing without panicking that disagreement means the relationship is ending. It's wanting closeness and being able to ask for it directly, instead of hinting and hoping. Confident people in relationships aren't less invested. They're just not outsourcing their sense of self to whether the relationship is going well that day. That security isn't something your partner gives you. It's something you bring into the relationship, and it's a skill you can build. Here's what happens when you don't feel secure in a relationship. You stop saying what you actually want, because asking feels like a risk you can't afford. You agree to less than you need, and call it being easygoing. You track his mood like a weather forecast, adjusting yourself before he's even said a word. You over-apologize for having feelings. You rehearse texts. You wait for reassurance instead of trusting what's already in front of you. And slowly, the relationship stops being two people choosing each other, and starts being one person auditioning to be kept. The cost isn't just anxiety. It's that you become a smaller, quieter version of the person he actually fell for, and eventually, there's less of you left to love. This isn't about being needy. It's usually about something you learned long before this relationship started. Maybe an early relationship taught you that wanting too much gets you left, so you learn to want less, need less, ask for less, just to be kept around. Maybe you grew up watching love be inconsistent, warm one day, cold the next, and you learned to stay alert, always reading the room, always adjusting. Maybe someone told you, directly or not, that you were too much. Too emotional, too needy, too intense. And you believed the fix was to become less of yourself. None of that makes you broken. It makes you someone who adapted to protect herself in rooms that weren't safe. But the room you're in now might actually be safe, and you're allowed to stop bracing for impact. If you reread your texts 5 times before sending, this is you. If you say it's fine when it isn't, because naming what actually bothers you feels riskier than swallowing it, this is you. If your mood for the whole day depends on how fast he replies, this is you. If you agree to plans you don't want, just to avoid the discomfort of saying no, this is you. If you feel a flicker of panic every time there's distance, even normal distance, like a long work day or a quiet evening, this is you. This isn't a character flaw. It's a pattern of looking outside yourself for the safety only you can actually give yourself. And patterns can be rebuilt. Step 1. Say the actual thing. Not the softened, safer version, the real one. I'd like to see you this weekend instead of no worries if not, but maybe, if you're free. Step 2. Let silence exist without filling it with anxiety. A slow reply is not a verdict on your worth. Most of the time, it's just someone living their life. Practice waiting without spiraling. Step 3. Bring your full self, including the inconvenient parts. Bad days, strong opinions, real needs. If someone only wants the easy, agreeable version of you, that's information, not a reason to shrink further. Step 4. Set the standard before you're attached, not after. Decide what you need in communication, effort, and consistency, and hold that steady regardless of how much you like someone. Step 5. Build a life outside the relationship, friendships, goals, things that are just yours. A full life doesn't make you love someone less. It makes you harder to lose yourself inside of. It will feel exposed at first, saying what you actually want out loud. That's not a sign you're doing it wrong. That's what having a spine in a relationship actually feels like. Confidence in love was never about needing someone less. It's about needing them without disappearing into the need. It's about staying fully yourself inside the relationship, so that what you're offering is real, not a performance calibrated to be easy to keep. You don't need to want less. You need to say what you want, plainly, and trust that the right person won't need you to shrink to stay. That is who you are. That is who you are becoming.